I went on Reddit and reached out to the College Football 25 community to find the best screens in College Football 25. And again, you guys did not disappoint, coming out with 38 responses, plus other responses besides that, and just a lot of responses. And I was able to go through those and pick the 10 best ones out there for everybody who is looking to change up the pace during their game and throw off their opponent a little bit. So before we get into this video, I want to go over the ground rules. First, when we play against the best defense in the game, which in my opinion is Georgia, everyone will be at the 50-yard line. I'll be running a few plays from against man coverage and then a few plays against zone coverage. And then is obviously going to be on Heisman difficulty. Now, again, before we get into it, I just want to apologize for me not being able to post as much recently. I've been sick over the last few weeks, and not only did I get myself sick, but I got my whole family sick, our little newborn sick, and everything like that. So it was very difficult to get the energy to post videos. And now, since I am back at work, it's gonna make it a little more difficult. But if you guys can please leave a like on the video. If you guys are new to the channel, definitely subscribe, and don't forget to turn on those notifications so you don't miss another Tips with Teeds in College Football 25. So to get things started, this play was recommended by DT Blade. He said halfback angle screen is my favorite. Now, this one can be found in the Gun Trips halfback weak formation, and it is in the Alabama, UAB, and Western Kentucky playbooks. Now, if this play does look familiar, it should. I literally made a video about this maybe a month or two ago, maybe even longer, but I have made a video about this specific play, and it was something that I found on Reddit, and I absolutely just love the concept of it, where it looks like the running back's going out, and depending on if you're going up against a user, this one can be very, very effective as well. So right here, you see the running backs can go off to the outside, and then you're going to hit them. So to start things off, we are going up against cover 2 zone defense. Hike the ball here, throw it, get behind the line, and depending on how well your line can go and or block, you know, it's very random in this game. This play definitely looks like it could be money. Look at that, look at that blocking. Nice little broken tackle there, nice little 10-yard gain. And again, even if you have like a great running back, this play could be absolutely nasty. I don't really know how good 26 is for Bama. Honestly, honestly, I'm probably one of the few people who like did not play with Bama this year, like at all. I don't know if it was a pride thing or what, but whatever it was, I just didn't. I love beating them, but yeah. So again, you could pick up, it looks like about 10 yards or so on this just from zone. I mean, depending on your, blocking downfield. So let's see how it is now against man coverage. We're set up against cover 2 man now, and let's just see how effective this is. Oh, wow, maybe even some more open space than there was with the zone. Okay, so that is nice, about 20 plus yards there, about double what it was with, oh, come on, get that block, get that block. Oh, if I was able to break that tackle, I might have been able to get close to taking it to the house. But I really, really like this play. It's obviously really good, especially if you're going up against a good user where, you throw him off by thinking he's going to swing outside and then he maybe overreacts. You might be able to pick up a lot of yards here. Come on, 72, make a good block. 17 just keeps on ruining it. But it seems like this play is a solid play because you're going to pick up 10 to 15 yards, especially against the CPU, it's looking like. Getting nice blocks there, again, about 18, 19 yards. So definitely would recommend this play. This play is absolutely nasty, so as long as you can get the pass off, honestly. And if you can break a tackle, obviously you're going to put yourself in a much better situation, maybe take it down for 6. Next up, we got from Queen is the Worst Band. Halfback screen in the quads diamond formation is goated. Edit, I also like the regular wide receiver screens while using them to the short side. They're a go-to when outside cornerbacks are aligned off the ball or 3rd and 8. It's just great against nickel and mid blitz 0. Now, this is another one of those ones that I did use in a previous video. So this should look pretty familiar here as, you got 3 blockers on the right side and you should be able to pick up 5 to 10 yards. I think it was a goal line video and maybe another one previously. So I've had this a few times. And again, this play, if you need 5 to 10 yards, this is almost guaranteed every single time. As I hike it, and again, we're going up against zone coverage right here. You got Henderson right there picking up a nice little 7-8 yard gain. It's very difficult to get more than that just because the blocking, again, and even if you have like a really good running back, it's just really hard because there's so many players going to be over there. I know it's zone, so it might make it maybe easy. That was a weird throw. But again, we're going on zone here, able to pick up maybe 15 yards. Let's see how it does against, man coverage now. Now that we're in cover 2 man, this is where I got a little bit worried. If you look on the right side where it has a little M logo right there, it looks like there's 3 guys lined up. So this one could get picked off. And I really hate how this kind of is still like a little glitch. Look at that. Picks that off right there. So against man, if you see that, do not throw it. don't do this. Avoid at all costs if you see the man. It's really simple to notice if it's a man because there's literally 3 guys lined up right there. Like, look at this. Oh, got lucky there. You might get lucky and gain maybe 2 to 3 yards. But if you do see man, avoid it to the right and try to go to the left. Green. I think the issue that I had, people were saying it was user, but at the same time, since I'm moving my feet, and this is supposed to be a quick throw, it kind of throws everything off a little bit. I'll try and set my feet a little bit here. Picked off again. I mean, again, you have to be very, very careful because you don't want to go to the man side on the right, should I say, the running back to the right side. And on the left side, if he beats that leverage, you're good. But otherwise, you might just want to try to run this. But even at that, you might risk a fumble. So solid play if it's in zone, but if it's in man, you definitely want to stay away from this. Okay, so the next one is from Moist Variation 2864. He says, RPO read screen out of wide bunch. If they play zone and have less than 3 people over the bunch, it's free yards. So this one is in the gun wide bunch formation, and obviously the play is called RPO read screen. This one can be found on a bunch of different playbooks, as you see on your screen here, including Arizona, Oklahoma, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, SMU, and Tennessee, amongst the others that are listed on your screen right now. Currently, we're going up against zone coverage to get things started, just like we always do, and it looks like there's only 2 cornerbacks or defensive backs on the right side of the field. So let's see if it's really those free yards. Get the ball out. Well, free yards, yes, 4 to 5. I mean, this might be a great play if it's one of those. Oh, look at that. Okay, 10 yards there. If it's on the goal line, Unfortunately, this isn't our fastest receiver, but he is definitely our biggest. So if you have a speedy receiver, this one can be very, very deadly, especially depending on how much time it takes for the safety to get over there. And this one is looking like every single time, since there's only 2 defensive backs on the outside, that this one should be able to pick up maybe 4 to 5 yards every time, as long as you can get the ball off and your blockers do block downfield. Now let's see how it does against let's see how it does against man coverage. Now in man, and they got 3 players to that side. So he said pretty much avoid that. It's not really free yards. So let's test out and see if he's correct here. Throwing it there, and it looks like I threw right to Georgia. Okay, yeah, you definitely want to avoid this if you got 3 people, because one of them's going to break it. And look at that. It looks like I'm literally throwing it to him, and he is just giving us a tough time. Definitely avoid that. If you see 3 over the top, let's see if you just hand it off. Yeah, maybe a yard. Yeah, if you go up against 3, you might have to audible. I do not recommend. I mean, look at that. You just want to stay off of that, especially because Georgia, again, you're going against the best defense, so it's difficult. Now, let's really quickly check on the left side, see if I'm able to throw this. That should have been picked off. So pretty much every single time you go against man and you have 3 guys on the right side of the field, you want to avoid this at all costs. But zone, definitely a solid play. If you got a quick receiver, you should be able to pick up more than 10 yards. All right, so next we got from Game Stuff Guy. He has 3 options, and we're going to go through all these plays. The first one is shotgun, spread slots close, halfback middle screen. This one can be found in the Hawaii and run and shoot playbooks. And honestly, this concept looks freaking dope. I'm really excited to try out this play, as we're obviously starting up against zone coverage here. As just, again, everyone's going to the outside. So let's see if it pushes the zones out and gives us some space over the middle. Okay, that was money, about 15 yards. It looked a little scary, not going to be honest. I mean, to be honest, because you're throwing it right here. I mean, look at that space, though, that you do get. That I'll take that all day, honestly. As long as, none of that, you don't get like a defensive lineman pick, which doesn't look like we have so far yet. If I could spin move, I thought I was going to be able to spin move out of that and maybe bust it for a touchdown. But honestly, this play is awesome. This is such a fun little play here. Can I spin? Nope, I can't. But I mean, look, you're getting at least like 10 yards. And let that defensive line come close. Look at the offensive lineman. Probably user error there, but still, you're picking up 10 yards with not the best user myself. Let's see how it does now against man coverage. All right, definitely a different front when you're going up with man coverage. You got to be sure you know what you're going up against here. I get the ball here. And I'm able to pick up a few yards. That was a little scarier, to be honest, because, I mean, that linebacker who's guarding him, you could just see he's just sitting right there. And it definitely looks a lot more risky. But if it's zone and you're going up against an opponent that has a lot of zones, like, oh, look at those. Look at that move right there. Okay. Nice little 20-yard gain. So it is possible. It's just much more of a risky throw, honestly. He's hiding behind a lot of players there. And I mean, you're able to pick up 5-10 yards. So again, these are solid plays because they are gaining yards, and that's the ultimate goal. The only ones you want to stay away from are ones where you're getting picked constantly, which we've seen before. But honestly, a solid play nonetheless. All right, so the next play from Game Stuff Guy is going to be shotgun empty quads wide receiver screen. This one can be found in the gun empty quads formation, and obviously the play is wide receiver screen. It can be found in a ton of playbooks, including Coastal Carolina, Duke, Illinois, Oklahoma State, SMU, Stanford, and Washington State, among others, on your screen right now. So again, we're going to start this off against zone coverage, and let's just see here if we're able to pick up some yards. I mean, this looks like this could be really good. This looks like it could be really good. I know that wasn't ideal, but regardless, like there's a lot of potential here with these blocks, and especially if you have a really good and quick receiver to the outside. This is great. I mean, you're picking up 5 to 10 yards every single time against zone here, especially if you have some good blocks. And I mean, this is a little white receiver, so you don't know how good he is. At least I don't, because I never really played with Oklahoma State. I love their colors, though. Obviously, love their jerseys and their colors. It's absolutely deadly. But about 5 to 7 yards every single time from zone. And I definitely would recommend this play just because it's a good change of pace. And if you have a really fast receiver there, too, you could pick up more yards, about 8 to 10 right there. So let's test it out now against man coverage. All right, so this one definitely looks a little bit more intimidating. Now, look at how close they are to the line of scrimmage. I am definitely a little bit more worried. Look at that. Okay, well, I caught it. -1 yard. If you're going up against man, I definitely would probably abort this. I mean, he's probably going to pick this off. Yeah, exactly. I mean, they just set themselves up, and it is just not recommended to throw this ball against man coverage. Zone coverage, all day. You could do that all day. But man coverage, you are going to get picked more often than not or get it tipped, and it's just not even worth it. Even if you catch it, it's just like, well, I guess you can get lucky that time. If you're a big risk taker, go for this play no matter what. But if you are not and you want to be conservative and smart about it and don't take those big risks, don't do this against man coverage. All right, the final play that we're getting from Game Stuff Guy is shotgun cluster, halfback strong, motion slot screen. This play looks awesome, and it's in the gun cluster halfback strong formation like I just mentioned, and it's only in the Georgia playbook. And I have done this one myself just by using this formation from another recommendation that I had in the past, and this play, if done right, can be deadly. As you see here, we're obviously going up against zone coverage, get things started, gonna hike the ball. You throwing, especially if you're going up against the user, they're gonna follow, maybe trail him 9 times out of 10. So you're gonna leave this guy wide open, and if you get some good blocks, you should have a lot of open space to run with, and it's going to be deadly. Because again, if you have a user that's good, they might follow that tight end, leaving him wide open. And if you have some good blocks downfield, which we missed a few, you're going to have a good time with it, especially if you have a very fast little receiver right here, which I'm not really sure if Daniels is. I didn't really play with LSU this year either. But regardless, I mean, like, look at these blocks. Look at these blocks. Oh, that's not good. You don't want to do that. You don't want to fumble the ball. But I mean, you're able to pick up 5-10 yards every single time. And it's going to throw people off because they're not used to, because there's like 3 or 4 different plays that you can use with that tight end going in motion. And because of that, it makes it very difficult to distinguish what you're going to actually go up against. So now let's take a look and see how this does against man coverage. All right, now our man coverage, and again, they're just so dang close to the ball. It does make this one a little bit more nerve-wracking to throw this, but let's see. Oh, they back off. That's huge. If they back off every time, that's huge. Oh, I thought he was going to overrun it. He didn't. He caught it a little, behind the line, and this kind of does scare me. Anytime your man coverage against Georgia, dude, they're just so freaking quick to the ball. And look, he missed a tackle there, able to pick up 5 yards. Not recommended against man coverage. It seems like a lot of these screens, when it comes to man coverage, you just want to abort a lot of the time. But this one, I haven't thrown a pick yet because it looks like he's overreacting or overcommitting a little bit, or over pursuing, should I say. And overall, I mean, like, this play is great if you're in zone. If you know it's zone, go with this. But if it's man, it's just not recommended. Not at all. All right, next up, we got from Jimbo Fisher's wallet, motion halfback swing, but the RPO version specifically. And then he actually responded to that saying, actually, it's called F push RPO zone swing. Now, this play looks awesome. It's in the gun green rip offset formation. It's obviously called F push RPO zone swing. Kind of sounds like one of those John Madden kind of, FC Spider Y2 banana plays. It's only in the air raid playbook. So this play looks awesome. Gene T's going to run in motion to the right side, and you're basically going to dump it off to him. So let's see if we're able to get any yards here. We are, even with not the best team. Obviously, Gene T's a stud running back, but he has literally not much help around him. And this is, if you get a block there, it's great, but we didn't get a block there. So, I mean, obviously, overall, this play is going to be solid. You're going to pick up some yards. And if you can get that throw out quicker, I was trying to get it out quicker, hoping that the tight end would react. but it's just not looking likely. And I didn't hand it off there. I didn't throw it there, so my bad. Let's try that again. Okay, good. He finally engages with the block. And Genty's able to pick up 5-7 yards. So again, you might have better chance and better luck when you're going up with a higher overall team. I just picked these guys because they got Genty and I want to check it out. But if you're not going to block, I mean, it looks like we're still getting some yards. So especially against zone, you are going to get some yards. So still a great play overall. It's just, it depends on the block. And again, 7-8 yards sometimes. So let's check it out now against man coverage. All right, now we're in man, and this one actually might benefit us a little bit more just because the B, blocker of the tight end, he should actually have more effect here on his man, and he should, yes. This might be one of the few that you actually want to run against man coverage because it's not like he's just waiting for someone to, block. He knows who he's blocking, except that block was honestly terrible. Still gained a few yards, but, I mean, if he can make that block, this could be a very good play. And if I'm a good user, which I'm not doing too well. I mean, one-on-one. If I just want to break that. I want to break that right now. I mean, we're getting good leverage. Oh, it's not. How are you not able to juke anyone out, man? You're like a 99 overall. It's got to be user error. So, kill me in the comments if you want on that one. But let's see if I can break right here. Oh, there we go. Okay. Little spin move. Wrong way. But hey, this is a great play overall. It doesn't really matter. You just got to make sure that you get that block from your tight end. All right, next up we got from Fun Disc 7030, fullback cross screen from the pistol strong slot open. Note, there is a package you can quickly select to put 2 running backs on the field. I suggest this. I've always had good success with this one. Now, this play, again, comes out of the pistol strong slot open. It's fullback cross screen, and this is in a few playbooks: Appalachian State, Cincinnati, Duke, Miami of Ohio, and SMU. Now, if you see on the screen right now, again, obviously we're going up against zone right now, but this play looks deadly. I actually used to run this in, NCAA Football 14, their ultimate team. I forget what playbook it was, but this play was nasty because I had a fullback that had like 92 speed, and he would just annihilate people. It's just not even fair. So essentially, you're going to have someone go in motion to the right, and then you're going to dump it off to the left. And I put their number one running back, should I say, from SMU, Smith, in that spot. So let's see just how deadly this play is against zone coverage here. Going against, if I can get this off, oh man, that kind of scared me because it was in, oh my gosh, that was a lot scarier than I thought because they just got through so easily. And he's getting stuck. He's getting stuck. Okay, what I'm probably going to do is see if I can scramble with the quarterback a little bit. Okay, good. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Like, there's so much potential, but he keeps running into players, and that's the one thing that I do not like about that. Okay, here we go. Got some blocks, okay. Woo, okay, 10 yards. Okay, so there's a lot of potential on this play. Again, I'm going up with SMU. They're not that, stacked. Oh, and come on, make the catch. Make the catch. Oh, so this play, dude, I'm telling you, this play's got so much potential. Catch it. Just catch it. There we go. Catch it. Give me some blockers. Okay. Honestly, you can get 10 yards almost very easily with this if you can at least get the play off. But he keeps on stopping. Okay, makes the catch. Come on, 53. Make a block. Again, doing pretty well if you get the play off. But when you're going against Georgia and that defensive line, it is not fun. This is honestly scary. Fortunately, I'm able to get it off barely every single time. 12 yards there. All right, cool. See how it does now against man coverage. All right, now that we're in man, not playing too crazy close to the line of scrimmage, but let's just see here. He goes that way. You only have one guy to worry about, maybe. Okay, in man coverage, this play looks freaking deadly. 20 yards on that first attempt. Again, as long as you get it past the defensive line, which it's so scary because of the direction that the running back takes. He runs, stops, and then runs again. It's just unlucky sometimes. You gotta you gotta get lucky sometimes. That should be good. There we go. Oh, what a run. Okay, again, if you can get it past, I was about, 20 yards? There's about 15, 16 yards. Like, man coverage, this could be the man beater, man. I've been struggling with some man beaters here, but again, the defensive line is where it breaks down. Oh, break it. Oh, we broke it. About 10 to 20 plus yards. I mean, against man coverage. This play is a good one. Again, as long as you can get it off here, get a nice little block downfield, and I did, but he broke it. All right, one more time. Let's see if I want to take one of the house. I want to take one of the house. Oh, come on. 17 is going to make that tackle. One more time. One more time. I know we just said one more time, but I got to get a better play than that. Come on now. Okay, this should be good. This should be good. Oh, he broke the tackle. But obviously, I really like this play. As long as you can get it past the defensive line, this is a solid play. It's definitely going to throw off a user because they're probably going to go right with the running back that goes in motion. So definitely keep this one on your radar. All right, next from Fundis7030 again, posted shotgun spread double flex shallow screen. Took me 5 or so minutes to practice mode to get the timing down, but this one is unique and can be really catch the defense off guard. This one can be found in the gun spread double flex formation and can be found in a few playbooks like Colorado State and USC. Now we are going up against zone right here, and this is going to go right to Isaiah Bond. So I think you might have to wait until he crosses the defensive line on the outside. Sorry, defensive line, yeah, defensive end on the right side, and then throw it. But let's see here. Oh man, look at those blockers. Look at those blockers, man. There's so much potential with this play. I like it too. I mean, because drag routes usually beat everything, and that's solid. That's a solid screen because it doesn't even look like a screen. But then when you get there and you get those blocks, like this is at least like a 10-yard play. At least it's been shown so far. And I feel like, especially if you throw this one against like man coverage, this could be deadly. Let's check it out. All right, now you got everyone just playing extremely close again. I guess it's just how Georgia plays, man. But let's see here. Man coverage, Isaiah Bond off the line. That is not good. Oh, okay. Still able to take it for 10 yards. That cornerback was right on, like white on rice on him, man. Man, maybe because he got the inside leverage, that makes things a little bit difficult. Man, it's just impossible for him to break away from that like bump coverage there. If I just had my second controller, I would put him back a little bit because I was playing inside leverage. It's just like not even fair when he's right there. Ugh, this is tough. So yeah, man coverage, I think he'll be fine for the most part. But like when you see inside coverage or inside leverage and you know it's man coverage, stay away from this play for sure. But otherwise, this is a pretty solid play, honestly. And again, you might need to practice to get the timing down for this one, but it will be worth it for sure. All right, so for the final play here, we got from Falcon in the dive. Falcon in the dive 79. He said F twins over. Now I looked into this on collegefootball.com. CFB25.fan, I believe that's what it is. CFB.fan, whatever it is, whatever with all the playbooks in it. I was looking at there and I found a jet cross screen. Now, this play looks absolutely deadly. We're going to see if it works. It's found in the gun F twins over formation, and it's found in a few playbooks, Alabama, Buffalo, Kansas State, and South Carolina. Now, again, we are going up against zone coverage here, and it looks like you're going to be throwing your running back to the left side here after you're going to have the jet sweep to the right side, or at least the fake jet sweep. So normally I might throw some people off, and then look at all those bodies, man. Oh, man, this one could be really good, especially if a really good running back. Again, I didn't really play with Bama in this game too much, so I'm not really sure. But look at all those blockers, 3 blockers. You can break a tackle. You could potentially like take this to the house, and if you have good blocking as well. See if I can throw it a little earlier. I mean, 8 to 10 yards every single time, almost guaranteed. Especially if you're having if you're going up against like an actual player, and their user will probably go to that jet sweep, so you might throw another player out of the play as well, just because of the jet sweep throwing and like keeping everyone assuming that that's what you're going to run, especially with the Ryan Williams, especially on the Alabama side of things here. Oh, okay, about 8 to 10 yards against zone. Let's check this out and see how it goes against man. All right, so man covers. Let's see who's picking up the linebacker. Is it number 5? It is. And look at that. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Take it to the house. Oh, man coverage could be a problem with this. Wowzers. Come on, boys. Come on, 72. Get there, get there, get there, get there. Oh, he's juking them all out of their shoes. I love this play against man. This is fun because, like, it's slightly different every time, but you know you're going to break a big one. Like, come on, 52. Come on, 52. Come on, Miller. Take it to the house, Miller. Take it to the house. Let's go. I think that was a touchdown. I think it was. I'm claiming it as a touchdown. This play against man, though, is absolutely money. I can kind of understand why people choose Alabama's playbook after all, because I mean, like, they got some dope plays in there. So let me know in the comments what you guys think so far. I mean, this play is honestly one of the ones, man. This is one of them. This is one of them. This is the play. This is for sure the best one that we've had so far. I'm glad I accidentally saved it for last, but that is going to do it for the video, guys. If you guys did enjoy the video, please leave a like. If you guys are new to the channel, definitely subscribe, and don't forget to turn on those notifications so you don't miss another Tips with Tees in College Football 25, another Reddit video. And if you guys have any other like ideas or plays that you want me to post on Reddit to see what we can come up with, make another video, let me know. Comment down below. But that'll do it for me, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.